Yes, people, Arsenal with Ash, a nil-nil draw, goalless draw with Nottingham Forest away from home. And the title's done. The title is done. Liverpool won their game 2-0. The gap is now 13 points, even though we've got a game in hand. 10 points at best is just too much in, what, 11 games left or whatever it is. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's it for another season in terms of the Premier League, in my opinion. And yeah, even if we went on some mad run, I just don't think we'll be able to catch them. And we're not going to go on a mad run because our options are so limited in attack. We have nothing. We're so toothless. Um, all in all, the performance itself wasn't bad. Like, especially the first half, I think we started the game really well, really sharp on them, moving the ball a lot quicker than we did against West Ham. You can tell that that's something that was discussed prior to the game, in the build up to the game. And yeah, we were moving that ball quickly, but we just couldn't really create any openings. Obviously, Forest, at the best of times, are a good defensive unit. They've caused us problems in the past. We struggled to score against them away from home a few times. So yeah, they're a good defensive unit. They're obviously having a really good season, and that's built off of a good defense. And yeah, we just weren't able to break them down. However, I do think, and I'm surprised no one's spoken about this yet, but Marino should have had a pen in the early parts of the first half. I think it was a corner, and Chris Wood is marking him, but he's literally, the ball's coming that way. Chris Wood is looking this way at Marino, run into him, puts his arm in his face, knocks him over, doesn't get anywhere near the ball. How is that not a pen? So yeah, early on the game could have been a very, very different. But all in all, it's probably a deserved result in terms of a draw. I think defensively we were really good. We really nullified their transitions. They didn't have too many moments. So I think in that aspect, we controlled the game perfectly. And I've said it time and time again. There's only so much the coaching can do. The coaching gets you up until the final third, but then you need difference makers, and we don't have that. And that's pretty much the story of our season, and why we're so angry at the board for not addressing that in the summer and then in January as well. Um, so yeah, that game was kind of typified our season really. And yeah, we just weren't able to pick the lock. Players like Odegaard didn't step up and lead the team with any sort of creativity or anything really. We was looking more at Ethan Waneri, a 17-year-old, to make something happen. It's just not enough. Sterling comes off the bench, uninspiring again. Even Deck is having a rough couple of games. He was poor again. So yes, it's not great. In the grand scheme of things, a draw away at Forest isn't a bad result, but obviously with what we wanted to achieve this season, we needed to win that game to have any chance. So yeah, that's it for another season. We've now kind of got to look behind our back as well, because we're only 7 points, I think, above City, and yeah, they obviously won at Tottenham, and they're going to try and hope to try and finish as high as possible. So yeah, we just got to make sure that we get enough points to get this second place, and see if we can get any luck in the Champions League, because you never know. If we can get through the PSV tie, which will be tough, by the way. I don't know why people are bypassing that. That would be very tough. We can't even score a goal at the moment. So if we can get past them, then get the likes of Saka and Martinelli back, hopefully at some sort of good level, then you just never know, because our defense is really good. Our midfield is solid as well. So it's going to be difficult for teams to score against us. It's going to be difficult for us to score, but that's just going to lead to really tight games where we'll be in all of them. So you just never know. But yeah, in terms of the Premier League, like I said, it's pretty much done and dusted now, and we've just got to hope that we have a massive summer. David Ornstein's reported that in March we'll make a decision on the sporting director. There's quite a few candidates at the moment, but we need to get that right, and we need someone that's going to be able to not only convince top players, but see that the issues. Like, sometimes you think these people behind our transfers just don't even see the issues. Like, everyone can see in terms of attackers and all of that. Don't need someone that's going to try and penny pinch and all of this. Just get the job done. Get the job done. Get the players over the line, and do it early. Do it early so that we have a pre-season where we can prepare with all of those players and give Arteta the best chance to go and attack the big trophies. because we're not giving him that at the moment. He's shown how good he can be. He's shown that he can develop players. He's shown that he can compete for the biggest trophies, but we clearly need a little bit more in terms of our attacking threat. And we need to give him that chance, because if we don't, we're going to lose him, and then he's just going to go on to do great things somewhere else, and we don't want to see that. So yeah, that's kind of it from me. It is disappointing. I'm not too deflated because I kind of accepted it, especially after the West Ham game, and yeah, primarily after the transfer window closed, that these lot ain't serious about us challenging for big trophies this season. So yeah, but I was kind of deflated at that point. So yeah, we'll see out the rest of the season. Hope for something magic in the Champions League, and then we push on to the next season. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, comments. Check out my player ratings, which will be coming up as well. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff, and we'll see you for the next game, which will be PSV in the Champions League. Take care.